right, another interesting coincidence today that I observed. Um, I'm watching The Mole, season 2, episode 3, and Sean, same spelling as me, he got chosen to be the leader on one of the teams. And that's cool because my name is Sean. Um, but yeah, so he was asked to, you know, do the task of, going down flights of stairs, and he has to find where the red chair is at and then report it. And that's the floor that has the safe. Um, that's the mission of that. But nonetheless, as he's going down, he was mentioning, um, floor 23. He says Michael Jordan's number or MJ's number. Um, and again, I'm a big Michael Jordan fan growing up, and I used to associate 23, with him a lot. And then Sean brought it up um, in the show, so that was kind of cool. And then also too, one of the characters on there is really good looking, and yeah, Hannah, her name is, and one of my clients had a last name of that, and then my next client's first name, was Hannah. So it's kind of cool how one ends with it and one begins. Um, but I just think that's kind of a cool connection there. And then there's happens to be a Hannah, on the show. So, and then also too, Sean on the show, he mentioned, and again, this applies to me, and my name is Sean, so that's why it's cool. But he mentioned how he's the most competitive person he knows. He's very competitive. There's none competitive like him. Now, obviously, I know, and we know there are more competitive people out there, mind you. But in general, I am one of the most competitive people that I know. I hate losing, and I get more upset losing than I get happy winning, if that makes sense. So I still like winning, it feels good, but the hatred of losing hurts more than the love of winning. But anyways, but then again, you could call winning. That's what drives you to win, right? Because you hate losing. So whatever makes you win easier, that's the way you should go. But I've always had that way of thinking, and it's just kind of cool how the character in that pretty much described me, and we're both named Sean, and yeah, I think it's kind of cool that I noticed that. So again, these are from my thoughts, not anybody else's. It's just something I want to have a record of because, again, I live my life uh, figuring out or observing coincidences. And I am one of those people who say coincidence because sometimes we can look for things that are a coincidence. Could just be luck of a draw, which is coincidence. But a lot of people like to associate meaning with stuff. Sometimes the winning's not always there. It's just an observation. Sometimes you get a downfall too, because you think messages are good and it applies to something, and then you listen to it, and you end up failing because you're looking for something that's not there. So that's why I say coincidence, because there may or may not be any meaning behind it. You can figure out your own story on how it wants to play out anyways. But again, these are just things I noticed for my record, nobody else's. So yeah, just wanted to share that. And I know there's some other stuff I should share as well, but I just don't always have time. I'm just busy doing other stuff, I should say. But yeah, so I will leave it at that for now. Until next video, peace out. And by the way, this is a good series, The Mole, if no one's seen it. I like the first season better, but the second season's pretty good too. I wish Netflix did more of this kind of stuff. So yeah, if anyone knows a good show that's similar to The Mole, or like a movie, like the psychology of people, reading people, the behavior, mannerisms, things like that, I just think they're kind of cool. So, and it makes me think too and try to figure out, okay, who is the mole? Or she's got some mole tendencies. In fact, in this, again, don't give it away because I still have to watch more, but Hannah does have some mole qualities. But again, so do a couple other players too. So we'll see how it plays out. But it's a really good show. I like it. And but yeah, I'll just leave it at that for now.